Hello, my name is Manfred Roos and I am from Germany. I have lost 90 pounds and kept this weight for many years. In the following video I will explain to you how I managed to do so, and how you can do it, too. This is me in 2004, a satisfied and thoroughly healthy person. Weight, 278 pounds. This is me 6 years later, in 2010, with a weight of just between 187 and 194 pounds. If you put the two photos next to each other, you have to look twice to realize that they are showing the same person. Losing that much weight changes the body a great deal. As I said, I was a happy and quite healthy person before my weight loss, too. But I would not still be that healthy today if I would not have changed my diet, lost a lot of body fat. But why is being overweight so dangerous? Obesity can cause many diseases: type 2 diabetes, gout, high blood pressure, and atrial fibrillation of the heart with a heart attack as a possible consequence, as well as kidney, liver and gallbladder diseases. In addition, the knee and hip joints of severely overweight people wear out faster. They become immobile, and this worsens their overall physical condition even more. Millions of Europeans are overweight. If you look around on the streets, you can hardly walk for 5 minutes through a pedestrian zone without seeing many overweight people. In the United States the situation is even worse. But it does not make sense if we compare ourselves with the citizens in the US. That would be staring into the abyss. In China, on the other hand, severe obesity is almost no problem with only a few exceptions. This picture shows a street scene in Shanghai, China, one of the richest cities in the world, wealthier than Berlin, Hamburg, Munich or Stuttgart. The snapshot below does not show a single overweight Chinese person. This is no coincidence. The Chinese, for the most part, have practiced self-discipline in their diet for more than 2,000 years. And the traditional medicine has produced an aid that facilitates this self-discipline enormously: Confucius Tea. Confucius tea consists of green tea, greenbrier roots, ladybell roots, yam roots, cassia seeds and senna leaves. The effect is unquestionable, but only in the context of a proper diet. Since 2004, whenever I felt like having salty, fatty foods like pizza, French fries, sausages or potato chips, or something sweet like some cake or those delicious brownies with chocolate coating as an afternoon snack or for dinner, I have been drinking a cup of Confucius tea. That infernal stuff messes up my daily calorie balance. Yes, there is no way around a daily calorie balance, at least an approximate one, for people who want to eat healthily and be slim or at least of normal weight. There is no miracle cure. Ask your doctor or pharmacist. If you supply your body with more energy than it consumes, you will accumulate fat. That is unfortunately the way it is. Additionally to that, life is unfair, because there are people whose metabolism is higher than yours and mine. That's why they're not watching this video, but you do. You want to lose fat and maintain a healthy body weight in the long term. But if a famine should ever break out, these seemingly privileged people have a clear disadvantage compared to us, because they will be starving a lot more than us. Fact is, our metabolism, may it be fast or slow, cannot be overridden by any magic pill, without making us sick. Keeping a proper calorie balance is our destiny. We can only lose weight to a limited extent through exercise alone. In spring and summer, I have been walking up to 200 miles per month for years. In fall and winter I walked approximately 150 miles. I did so until 2004 and the result was up to 278 pounds of body weight. Nevertheless, exercise is important and makes sense. If I would not have taken those regular walks, my weight might have exceeded the 300-pound threshold, who knows? There are of course people like active athletes, who burn an extra 3,000 or 4,000 kilocalories a day because of constant exercising. They can eat more and consume more calories trouble-free without gaining weight. The same applies to construction workers who spend 8 hours a day hauling heavy materials to the building site. Unfortunately, most of us are not burning those many calories every day, by far not. As a rough guide, one can say that men under the age of 50 who do a normal amount of exercise, i.e. doing about 10,000 steps a day, can eat up to 2,500 kilocalories a day without putting on fat. For women, it is only about 1,900 kilocalories per day. From the age of 50 on, the value falls continuously to around 2,200 kilocalories for men and around 1,700 kilocalories for women. But it is not just about how much we eat, but also what we eat. Sausage and other cheap meat, anything deep-fried, fatty sauces, pizza, kebabs, hamburgers, sugared drinks and sweets, and of course our regular dose of alcohol, are responsible for more deaths every year in Europe than all infectious diseases and all road accidents totaled up. Despite this fact, French fries, pizza, liquor and kebabs have not their way onto the shelf at the pharmacy yet. Healthier, you may have guessed it, fruits and vegetables, low-fat and high-quality meat in small quantities, fish without industrially prepared sauces with the exception of tuna, oatmeal, whole wheat bread, nuts, almonds, freshly squeezed juices in small quantities, unsweetened natural yogurt, fresh cheese, milk in small quantities and of course mineral water as much as you like. Even beer and wine in small quantities can be healthy. However, beer and wine in small quantities can also become a problem. This young Chinese woman tries a German beer for the first time in her life. She likes it and the glass is enough for the whole evening. I praise that. Unfortunately, however, the trend among European men is to have a second beer. Then they have a third, then a fourth. Alcohol disinhibits and stimulates the appetite. The calorie balance on days on which men drink beer, wine or other alcoholic is often devastating. And unfortunately there are women who copy a lot of the nonsense men are doing. I don't want to give up drinking beer or wine for the rest of my life. But I also have a problem with drinking just one glass in the evening. So I abstain from alcohol 6 days a week and allow myself one indulgence day each week with more than 3,000 but less than 4,000 kilocalories, which correlates with a bottle of dry red wine. On the other days, I stay below 2,200 kilocalories with between 1.5 and 2 hours of evening walk, except on rainy days. So usually on 6 days a week my calorie balance is negative and only on 1 day per week it is positive. Until 2004, I had a problem maintaining such a lifestyle. Some days I have a very well-behaved breakfast of an apple and a banana in the morning and 35 grams of nuts or almonds, which I portion myself in small bowls. With that, I drink a coffee with 2 pieces of sugar and coffee whitener, and I eat either about 80 grams of sugar-free muesli with 100 milliliters of milk or 2 slices of whole wheat bread with cream cheese, or sometimes one of the slices with margarine and honey. At lunchtime, for example, I have an organic ready meal with 550 kilocalories and a second cup of coffee. There is mineral water everywhere in my apartment and office. I drink plenty of it. After 6 p.m. in the evening, my dinner consists of either a salad or a delicious fresh soup plus unsweetened tea. Such dinner consists of less than 500 kilocalories. On a day like this, I reduce my body fat. The first stress test on such a day is the time between lunch and the start of my evening hike. There are still several hours separating me from dinner, and a little devil whispers in my ear that I could just quickly drive to the gas station to buy peanut flakes or chips and a schnitzel roll and 3 bottles of beer. He is exactly using this wording. Whenever I can resist to listen to him, he tries again in the evening while I am sitting comfortably on the couch. He literally says, "Come on, buddy, the gas station isn't far away from here. You haven't had anything to drink yet, you can drive. No one can stop you. Just get yourself 500 grams of peanut curls, a schnitzel roll and 3 bottles of beer. That doesn't cost much and you'll feel like in paradise." This is how the little devil talks to me, and too many times I gave in to what he said until 2004. Again and again my good intentions have been blown out of the water. I have a lot of work to do in China. One fine day in 2004, one of my Chinese business partners gave me a packet of Confucius tea. It became clear to me that I could find a good use for this special tea and root blend. Since then, until this very day, I drink Confucius tea whenever the little devil in my ear raises his voice. Unfortunately, the little devil is very persistent and resists all attempts to expel him. Whenever he whispers in my ear again, I prepare my tea and let it steep for 5 minutes. I always drink my Confucius tea with a non-nutritive sweetener, although my Chinese friends would never drink it like that. I don't care though. The effect is the same, with or without sweetener. The craving disappears and for at least the following hour I am safe. Whenever the little devil comes back later in the evening, I have a second cup. In the beginning I often used to have 3 cups per day, but for years now 1 or 2 cups have been sufficient for me. And on some days, the little devil seems to be on vacation, which leads to the situation that I don't have to drink Confucius tea on that day to resist craving. Now it's your turn. To your health.